All right, so let's get started. Okay. I know I may go a little bit slower than you like, but please bear with me. We've got all, you know, different skill levels. Some people go really fast. Some people like to take time. So it's hard to find the perfect timing, but again, please be patient with me. Number one, okay. So when you look at this problem, again, I'm going to share this. You have to be able to recognize what type of a problem this is, right? And this one definitely looks like this one, isn't it? This is on the problem that we just saw is on exterior angle theorem, which says that if you measure of the exterior angle, which is this one right here, this angle, let's call this B. This is the exterior angle. Exterior angle B is equals the sum, addition of the measure of the remote interior angle. What does the remote interior angle means? It's this angle, D and C. In other words, B is equal to D and C. That's what the exterior angle theorem says. And we're going to apply that, okay? So let's go back. So this is the exterior angle, isn't it? Question mark. So what is the question mark equals to? Hey, Caitlin, it's good to see you. Okay, we're working on the assignment. We're just reviewing what we've done so far for Unit 3. Okay, so number one, so the exterior angle theorem says this exterior angle is equal to this plus that, and that's it. So it is 70 plus 24, which is 94. Yeah. So that's it. That you're done for number one. Let's work on number 3. You guys okay? Again, we are not doing the left side, okay? Right side. We're just going to work on the left side today. Number 3. Let me give you a minute or even less than a minute. Hopefully you can figure it out. What is the question mark? Yeah, we're just doing the left side. And there are some second page there. Hey, Nick, if you want to go ahead and just get it done, it's on Canvas. And you can just download and take a look at the whole thing if you want to try that. So again, number 1 is 94. Did you get that, Tigra? Okay, number 3. Let's talk about this. This one, we are going to use angle sum theorem. You don't need to remember the name, but the rule that we are going to use is if any triangle, if you add all the interior angles A, B, and C, they are A plus B plus C is all 180 degrees, right? So you can figure out the third angle measurement if you know the other two. So 35 plus 80, that gives you 115. So how can you figure out the rest? Well, if you subtract 115 from 180, you can figure out the third angle, isn't it? And that will be, what is that? 65? 65. So the question mark is 65 degrees. That's 35 plus 80 plus 65. Would that give you 180? I think it does. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing all the second page too on the left side. Okay, number 5. What do we do? I'm gonna let you work on it. Think about this. What does it look like? Which rule are we going to use? Let's think about that. Set up an equation and let's solve for x. Doesn't this again look like exterior angle theorem? Is Caitlin still here? She just she left. Again, can we use that exterior angle theorem? I'm using the different letter. That exterior angle theorem says A is equal to B plus C, right? I mean, doesn't this involve exterior angle theorem? You've got the exterior angle 130, and then we've got 2 interior angles, right? So the equation will be 130 exterior angle, which is this, right? A equals, so 130 equals 16x plus 4 plus 14x plus 6. Yeah, does that make sense? 130, this is the exterior, equals this plus that, okay? Yeah, that'll be fine, Lawrence.
Have a nice spring break.
Yeah, you too. You too. Take care. So let's keep going. Would you share your solution for number 5? And what did you get for number 5? I want to see the some answers. Okay, very good. Looks like we've got the answers. Let's keep going. Now 16x and 14x, they're on the same side of an equal sign. So you just combine them. 14x plus 16x plus 14x is 20x. 4 plus 6, again, they are on the same side. That's 10. That's equal to 130. Subtract 10 on both sides. So 20x equals 1. Wait a second. No, it's not 20. What is it? It's 30, right? 30x. That's my bad. So 30x equals 120. Okay. And then divide by 30 on both sides. You get x equals 4. Okay. Did you guys get that? All right. Number 8. State, okay, now we need to see. State if the 3 numbers can be the measure of the sides of the triangle. If you have 7-inch stick, 5-inch stick, 4-inch stick, will you be able to create triangle by connecting the endpoints? Because some of the 3 numbers cannot be, it's not going to be possible. But will it be possible for this one combination? No, this is just a review. We've finished isosceles yesterday, 3.3. So this is review. Review over 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. Okay, that's what we're doing right now. So you guys remember this bamboo skewer examples? So you've got 7-inch right here. And then you've got 5-inch, and then let's say 4-inch. Can you create triangle? Well, looks like it does form a triangle, but how do we show that? Okay, you can create the other sticks for every problem, right? And the rule is, let me show you. Like this one right here. You need to do 2 things on the test to show me, okay? Let's say you've got 25. Oh, no, this is not it. Okay, this one. Let's say you've got 4-inch, 12-inch, and 17-inch. Is it possible? There are 2 easy steps. First, you have to pick the longest stick. In this case, it's a 17, right? So you pick 17. Step 2, you're going to add 2 shorter sticks. In this case, it's 4 and 12. And if 4 plus 12, now it's a 16, isn't it? It is less than the longest stick, which is 17. That if that happens, if the sum of 2 shorter is less than the longest stick, you will not be able to create triangle. It's impossible. It's like this. It's like this. You've got 17-inch on the bottom, and you've got 4-inch and 12-inch. And if you try to create, it's not long enough to create triangle, right? So 2 shorter sticks added together, 2 shorter stick added together should be longer than the longest stick. Okay, that's what the rule is. This is the triangle inequality theorem. It's just a fancy name for these stick rule, okay? And so let's try that. Let's pick the longest stick, which is 7, and we're going to add 5 and 4. Is 5 plus 4 bigger than 7, the longest stick? 5 plus 4 is a 9, which is greater than 7, the longest stick. So yes, it is. You can form a triangle. Yes, we can form a triangle. Now, how about 10 though? The next question. Will you be able to form a triangle for number 10? What do you guys say? Would you say yes or no? Yes, we can form a triangle, or no for you can't. Which one is it? Anybody? For number 10, so longest stick is a 5, right? So let's add a 1 plus 4. Now 1 plus 4 is a 5, isn't it, as well? Now, will you be able to form a triangle with this? The answer is no, because, very good. So let's say here's the longest stick, it's a 5. And then you've got 1 and 4. Here is a 1. Here is a 1. And here is a 4. It's basically, you've got like a 2 straight line, isn't it? Now, it's like you've got 5, 4, and 1, and you try to make it connect, and then it connects, but once it connects, it just flattens it. And it's not a triangle, is it? Right? And so equal is not good, but it has to be bigger than 5. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Number 13. Now, how do you approach this question, number 13? Two sides of a triangle are given right here, 9 and 5, okay? And you find the range of possible measure for the third side. What could third side be? Can it be any number? No, there's some restriction, right? It cannot be 100. Or could it be 1, 2, 3? There is actually a range of numbers that you can pick, but it has to be somewhere in between here to here. What is the range? Okay, and that's what we are being asked to find out. Now, how do you do that? Okay, guys, maybe I shouldn't have allowed Lawrence to leave. Now you guys are finishing up and just trying to leave the class. There are only just 3 more to go. So can you guys stick around, okay? And let's finish it up. I need your help, okay? So if you're done, then please contribute. Maybe other people can learn from you, okay? So appreciate that. So let's find the range. How do you do that? Can everybody tell me the procedure? How to find the range of a number for the third number? There are 2 things you have to do. That is right here. To find the range, the third number, you basically add the 2 numbers and then you subtract the 2 numbers. You remember that, doing this in the assignment? And so that's what you're going to do. So you're going to do 9 plus 5, which is, what is it? 14. And that's the maximum, highest you can go. Well, it has to be, actually, it has to be less than, below 14. Okay. You cannot be 14, but it has to be below 14. And then you're going to do subtraction 9 minus 5, which will be 4. It means that the number has to be bigger than 4, but less than 14. So it has to be, the third number has to be between 4 and 14. Any number that you pick, 5, 6, 7, those will work. Okay. But if you go beyond 14 or less than 4, then it's not going to work. That means that you can't pick 1. Okay. 1 will be a wrong answer. I mean, think about this. 5 plus 1, that's less than 9. It's not going to work out. Right? If you pick 2, it's not going to work out. Right? But it has to be bigger than 4, less than 14. You guys okay? All right, number 15. 2 more to go. Okay. Solve for x. By the way, what's the name of this triangle? It is an isosceles triangle. Yeah. And we've studied the properties of isosceles triangle yesterday. Yeah. So you have to use the property of it. Very good. And spelling is good too. Great job, Stephanie. So how do you find x? The property that we've studied, we've got 3 of them for isosceles right here. And the first one, base angles are congruent. The bottom 2 angles are going to be the same for isosceles triangle, any isosceles triangle. And we could use that. That means this angle and this angle, they are going to be the same thing. And we also know that if you add all 3 angles, it's 180, right? So let's do 180 minus 40, which is 140. That means these 2 angles together should be 140. So let's split that in half and then divide by 2. 140 divided by 2, you're going to get what? You're going to get 70. Yeah. So x will be 70. And as a matter of fact, the other side is also going to be 70. Again, bottom angles are the same for isosceles triangle. Is everybody okay? Okay, here's the last question, guys. Keep my mouth shut. I think I'm doing too much. So I'm gonna let you, whoever is still in the class, I want you to give me the answer for number 17. What is x? Solve for x for number 17. What do you guys think? Is anybody able to figure out? I have not seen any answer yet. Hopefully you're working on it. What do you get for number 17? Or does anybody have any questions? Okay, very good. Anybody else? We've got one answer. How about the rest of you? 8 of you guys. Anybody else? If you are not able to set up an equation, let me give you a hint. Okay. Well, let me ask you a question first. What kind of a question triangle is this? What's the name of this triangle? This is equilateral triangle, correct? Right? Because it's got 3 sides all the same. Okay. Now, do you remember anything about equilateral triangle? So let's dig through your notes. What do you have in your notes? Right here, equilateral triangle. All interior angles are congruent and they are all 60 degrees. Each angle is all 60 degrees. 60, 60, 60. No matter how big the triangle is. Isn't this interesting? You've got big triangle and you've got tiny, tiny triangle. Even though the lengths are completely different, but the angle measurements will stay the same. Whether it's big, just because you shrink it, the angle measurement does not change. Isn't that interesting? I don't know. Okay, because the length definitely shortens, right? Or big, short, but the angles are always the same. Okay, and if it's equilateral triangle, it's always 60 degrees for each one of them. Do you think you can remember that? And Oliver, very good, thank you. So let's get back. That means this angle is 60 degrees. So the equation will be 2x minus 6 equals 60. Does that make sense? Right? So let's keep going. Let's add 6. What do we get? Rewrite it. If you haven't done this problem yet, it will be 2x equals, what do you have? 66. And then what do you do next? What do you do to get rid of this 2? Divide by 2. So x equals 33. So that's it. Okay, we've actually covered all the different type of questions that we've done for Unit 3. Once we come back from spring break, we'll continue to review, and I think I may introduce 1 or 2 more topic, and then that will be pretty much it for this quarter, this semester. And then we'll prepare for the test, and then we'll have a Unit 3 test after we come back from spring break. Okay. That's all I have for today, guys. Yeah. You guys have a wonderful, safe spring break, okay? And then we'll see you guys in a week, okay? So have a great weekend and take care. If you have any questions, please stay. You can talk to me. Otherwise, I will see you guys in a week. Take care, guys.